Last July, I found my hydrangea flat in the heat, hose already in my hand. One more soak, and I'd have drowned it and never known what did it. Maybe you've stood right there too. Sure, you were saving it. You didn't do a thing wrong. A hydrangea just hides the truth. July is the one month these slips stop being fixable. So, 5 things to quit this month, and one test, 5 seconds, that tells you if you're saving this plant or finishing it off. That hose I nearly grabbed? It's on the list, and it's coming. But it's nowhere near the worst. The worst one takes a clean pair of shears and about 10 seconds, and you won't catch it till next June. Mistake 1. Pruning in summer. You can cut every flower off next year's plant in July without touching a bloom. Sounds like nonsense. It isn't. Next year's flowers aren't on the plant yet. They're being built right now inside the stems. So you wander out with the shears, tidy up, and there goes next year in the yard waste bag. No feed brings it back. No water. Gone. My neighbor does it every summer. Plant gets leggy, blooms brown, he cleans it up. Looks responsible. Feels responsible. Been canceling his own flowers for years and calling it tidy. Now, my daughter's a plant biologist. She'll tell you these old wood types set next year's buds in late summer. Cut after the 1st of August. You cut the flowers clean off. Wrong time pruning is the #1 reason these plants don't bloom. That's the folks who study it, not me. See that little reddish-brown bump where the leaf meets the stem? That's a flower. Now look at a cut stem next to it. Nothing there. That's the whole difference. So put the shears down. If you've got to shape one, do it the minute the blooms fade, before August. Otherwise, wait till late winter. Cut back to the first healthy buds. And here's what gets everybody. Some hydrangeas love a summer trim. Learn that on the wrong plant, and you'll make this mistake the rest of your life and never know it. All right, shears down. The next one, folks do with something gentler. You saw it earlier. Mistake 2, too much water. That plant drooping at 3 in the afternoon? Feel the soil. It's wet. Pour more on now, and you can drown it. And here's the cruel part. Too much water and too little look the same. Same droop, same brown edges. Can't tell them apart by looking. My grandson came tearing across the yard last summer, near tears. "Grandpa, it's dying. Give it a drink." Most natural thought in the world. Droopy plant looks thirsty. He's 6. He gets a pass. The rest of us grab the hose and make it worse. My daughter set me straight. Those big floppy leaves lose water faster than the roots can pull it up in the heat. So the plant wilts on purpose, then stands right back up overnight. There's even a study that pinned down the point where it just quits drinking. Water sitting right there, and it won't take it. Pour more on, you push the air out of the dirt. The roots can't breathe, and they rot. Right, the 5-second test. Finger in the soil, 2-3 inches down. Droopy at noon, fine by morning, just heat, leave it be. Still droopy after dark, soil still wet, too much water. About 1 inch a week. 2 if it's brutal out and that drowned plant starts faking thirst on you. Which brings us to the opposite mistake, just as common, looks identical. Same droop, same brown, backwards reason. Mistake 3. Too little water. A dry spell in July, specifically, robs you of next year's flowers. Not August, not spring, now. This is the month the plant decides what next summer looks like. And a thirsty plant decides on fewer. Same bare plant as the pruning mistake, different road to get there. And the way folks land here feels responsible. A quick splash every evening after supper, that only wets the top inch, so the roots crowd up near the surface where it's hottest and driest, and they cook. Deep and seldom builds a deep plant. A daily sprinkle builds one that faints the first hot week. The tell's easy. This time it droops and doesn't come back overnight. Leaves curl up. Edges go crispy. So soak it deep, 6 inches down, less often. Mulch a couple inches on top, off the stem. Water the ground in the morning, not the leaves. Wet the leaves and you hand them a spotting disease they caught in May. Doesn't show till July. Now here's a thing you'd swear was helping. Comes in a bag. Promises more flowers. In July it does the exact opposite. Quick word, if you've made it this far, you're ahead of my neighbor, and he's been at this 30 years. That's arithmetic. And here's the one thing that ties it together, because the last 2 mistakes are the ones people make because they can't see it. That little bud in the crook of the leaf. Once your eye finds it, you can quit memorizing rules. One rule left. Protect that bud. Every mistake here is a different way of losing it. Mistake 4. Feeding too late. Feed a struggling hydrangea now, and you end up with a big, lush, healthy-looking plant and barely a flower on it. Here's why. The food pushes out soft, new growth. It never toughens up before the cold kills it, and on the way out, takes next year's buds with it. You traded flowers for leaves and never knew it. Plant looks rough in the heat, so it looks hungry. Out comes the bag. Nobody reads a cutoff date off a fertilizer bag. Somewhere there's a marketing fella who just as soon you didn't think about one. So quit feeding now. Last safe feed was early July. After that, leave it be till spring, and if the leaves went pale, that's usually iron it's short on, not food. Tablespoon of liquid iron in a gallon of water, pour it on, it greens up in a few days. That's the help it was actually after. So, you've stopped cutting, sorted the water, put the bag away. One move left. And people do this one thinking they're finally fixing everything. They dig the plant up for a better home. In July heat, that's the one that can kill it outright. Mistake 5. Transplanting in heat. Pull a hydrangea out of the ground in July heat, and you've handed it the worst shock there is. You tear the fine roots, but the top keeps losing water at full summer speed. It can't keep up, wilts fast, drops its blooms, and on old wood types, loses next year's buds too. In a real heat wave, this one kills on the spot, and it's the most reasonable mistake of all. Summers when you notice the plants in a daft spot. I'll just move it now while I'm thinking of it. Best intentions, worst possible week. So wait for it to go dormant. Fall, a few weeks before the ground freezes, or early spring. If it truly can't wait, cool morning, keep the whole root ball, soak before and after, throw some shade over it, and listen. None of this was your fault. Nobody tells you July's the deadline, because next year's flowers are already out there, in the stems. Right now, in this heat, the plant can't protect them. Only one who can is whoever's standing closest, usually holding a hose.